Oh, damn. Oh, something was wrong.
Here we go now. And they're definitely showing blitz here. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards on the ground.
Here we go.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch right, we got right. Exit.
Hurry up, here we go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Coleman now. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard now to the 16.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
On 1st down, Miles. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Miles. Flush to his right.
Oh, my
God. Over
God.
the middle, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Off the play fake, Miles. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. It's Coleman here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Miles escaping the pressure right.
Ah.
Is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Sitting there, too.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney. Check. Watch it now, Barney.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Tight right here, tight on the right, tight on the right. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Somebody got injured already. Somebody got injured already. Oh, my goodness.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Single.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Oh,
and he'll
get
get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Oh,
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
That is
so many
not
things have
good,
to come
yo.
together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking,
What is that gonna
the
say for
timing
my
of the
run
pass
game
to the
now?
runner. Everything has to fit together just right.
I need
But
him
on
at
that
the
play,
helm,
the
yo.
defense
Oh
was
my
able
God.
to disrupt things and hold it to a short
Unbelievable,
gain.
man.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Not good.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for
He's
him
always getting
specifically,
hurt,
but
yo.
he got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch
Important
on the drive.
games, you know
he
what I'm
may
saying?
not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16.
Oh.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta
got away
now
from that. I might
coming
have been in
out on
trouble.
the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go.
Here's Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green.
Coleman. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Looking to throw on second down. Miles. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Olivier Vernon. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Off play action. Miles. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Hawkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Come on.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Set. 319. 319. Check. Gun. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, my God.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
That's why I need my
Give
man,
him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That should have been a 1st down.
They're coming. Hurry up, here we go. Blue,
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tight end right. Set. Blue, 90. Black 99, Philly.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Oh.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And to give this time to the tailback. Finding room to the 20, and he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Double Four down. Set. 45's the
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh my God.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Throwing on first down. Miles looking downfield for Jones. Flexing his muscle into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Damn, yo.
Single. Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh my gosh.
Into double coverage,
I
and
threw
it's
it.
intercepted. Picked off by James.
Yo, they really just played me, yo. They really just played me.
And a great return as he gets this
I threw it
all
the
the way
triangle
down
and he
close to
throws
the
it right to
30-yard
your
line.
bed. That's unbelievable.
Well,
You
it's a
gotta be
cold
kidding me.
night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
I was on the move, baby.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. This is Coleman.
Yeah.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Okay.
To throw on second down, Miles. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
On 1st and 10, Miles And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
This field goal is no good.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch tight end. We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got room. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. Off the play fake. Miles. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Come on, run it.
Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Miles. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I
Slipping
didn't
and
see
falling,
anything
man.
open, and this play just
I
didn't
told
look
you that
right from the
snow,
beginning.
It
man.
did not. I thought he might get
Careful.
outside
Slipping
and
and
just
sliding,
chuck it
sliding
away.
everywhere.
Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Miles. And that's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. Taking it about the 36. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They go screen, it's complete.
Catch that cut in
And
get
he'll lose
upfield,
yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Into the half.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
Okay, all right.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the jump.
All right. Did you like your dinner, sir? What is this y'all watching? Who? Yeah, I'm ready.
Offense now making their way back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
Still ain't over,
spent the
man.
entire
Still got a whole nother
halftime
half.
just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, they'll throw. Caught left side. It's
Got him.
Beckham.
Got him.
20,
Yeah.
10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 68 yards.
It ain't over yet, man. You know what happened when you just whooped my ass?
lead.
You know what I mean? It's still plenty of ball left.
Prettier than a well-executed post route.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take
Yo, man, look,
the offense
you went to the
as they
Super Bowl
work their
last
way
year,
back
man. I
out
got to make it
for
my
their
duty to
first
get back, you know what
possession
I'm
of the
saying?
second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the
God,
board,
you
get some
got my
momentum
mouth
here in
hurting,
half
dog.
two.
Talking this
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
I
Not
didn't think
a
they was going to
chance
play
at
this
all.
good. No,
Way
I
easier
really
said
didn't.
than done.
Oh,
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Well, the strategy was evident
Christopher,
there. Get it to your tight end.
stop pulling her hair.
And make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on second down. Miles on the screen. This is Coleman. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
To throw on third down. Miles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Here's Jeff Locke now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have been struggling, I would imagine, at halftime. So now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miles. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
How to do it to
They
you,
still
man.
had
I'm
the
sorry,
option,
brother.
but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, it's turned into a promising game, man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? All right, here we go.
To throw on second down, Miles. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Miles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
We got to get out of this third quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock winding down.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And the play clock's running down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, it's Peters, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it, and here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miles looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 56 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catch.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football? I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Play clock winding down. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 12-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
The play clock's running down. The first throw for the backup, Davis Webb. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tech McKinley bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb, throw left side, complete to Ingram. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Rosas puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, Miles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And Green Bay got to play.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting.
And,
we'll finish it after this.
I think Green Bay gonna win that game.
Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Here we go now.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. And to give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Blue, 90.
He'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. Odell Beckham Jr. past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Putting up all these points and everything, they'll come back and bite me in the ass in the next game. Shit. I don't know, that's how that shit goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here now come the Falcons. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Oh, man, good shit, Trap, man. I'll see you at the draft, bro.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, play.
It's caught inside the 25.
That's the
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Now let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy
Good
trying
shit.
to tackle.
Good game, dog.
And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.